Good afternoon. In this video we are going to discuss about the virtualization. So before that, what is meant by virtualization? Before starting the topic, what is meant by virtualization? So virtualization means accessing the resources in a virtual mode. That is called as virtualization, right? So most of the IT industries and the computer industries enabling the users to share the expensive hardware resources by multiplexing VMs. That means the resources can be accessed in anywhere virtually. So that is why the virtualization is very familiar in IT industries, right? So it will give the abstraction of an execution environment that can be made dynamically available to authorized clients by using well-defined protocols, resource quota, software configuration, and etc. Right? So all the resources are like softwares and hardwares, memories and protocols, resources. All those resources can be accessed virtually throughout the world, right? So wherever you want to access the resources, you can access through the internet. Not only internet, virtually you can access the resources in different methods. The major difference between the traditional and the virtual machine, traditional computer and virtual computer, right? What are the difference, right? So in traditional computer we have the hardware. The hardware contains the operating system. That operating system contains the application. Whenever you are executing the application can use the operating system as well as hardwares to execute that particular process. So if you want to run any application, that will communicate with computer hardware as well as host operating system to complete the task. But in virtual machine, we need to provide the virtualization layer before accessing the resources virtually. We need to use the virtualization. Technically it is called as hypervisor or virtual machine monitor, right? So whenever if you want to access the resources virtually, then you need to use this hypervisor or VMM, right? So this is the difference between normal traditional computer and the virtualization of the machines, right? So in virtualization you can access multiple resources, but in traditional computer you can access the resources which is available in your system only you can access. But in virtualization you can access the multiple resources, right? So in traditional computer you can access only one operating system. Suppose if it is virtual machine, you can use n number of operating systems, right? So like that you can implement the virtualization for any level. That means the resource levels you can implement 5 types. The first one is application level, second one is library level, third one is OS level, hardware abstraction level, and the instruction set architecture level. So each and every level of virtualization will lead to the easy access of the resources. So here the application level virtualization, the first one is the application can be accessed virtually, or the application can be executed virtually without any installation of that particular application execution environment. Second one is library level virtualization. We are using the tool Wine, Wabi, LX run, virtual main, then vqdom. So this will provide the library environment of the different operating system, so that we can run the different processes of the different operating system in my different or original operating system. For example, if I install the Wine, then I can run the Windows application. If I install Wine, then I can run the Windows application in my Linux application. So in my Linux operating system I can run the Windows operating system application using this Wine. So that is the library level virtualization. Then operating system level virtualization, so it will provide the operating system virtualization using this virtualization tools like Jail, virtual environmental, FVM. So using these levels of virtualization we can provide the, or we can access the different operating system. Then hardware abstraction layer, so this will provide the virtualization of the hardware resources. right? So using VMware, the different operating system using the different file format as well as the different methodologies to access the hardware abstraction layer. So in this virtualization, I am going to use VMware or these kind of tools to access the hardware abstraction. Suppose if I am using the Windows operating system, 64-bit operating system, then if I want to access the Linux 32-bit operating system, then it will support the hardware abstraction level layer virtualization by the VMware. Then finally the instruction set architecture level virtualization. So Bosch QEMU bird, right? So these are the tools can be obtained the instruction set architecture level virtualization resources. That means the CPU memory, that IO of that resources can be accessed using these kind of tools. So this is called as instruction set architecture level virtualization. So using these levels of virtualization, we can access the resources without any interruption. You can run the process. Thank you.